Hey everybody, Economic Ninja here. I hope you're doing great. I have a story right now. I'm gonna talk about something that you need right now to prepare, and because we're actually gonna go into a shortage of it. And I think it's very easy to get these, store these, all of that kind of stuff. If you've been preparing for hard times, that's it. And here we go, it's these. I'm not really good at slapstick. Let's just be honest. Or holding things, cans. It's these. Garbanzo beans, and actually this can is now dented, so good news, I can get it for a discount from myself. All right, here we go. Chickpeas, garbanzo beans. If you don't like them, you might want to consider liking them, and this is why. Again, we're going to get to the story of what's going on with the shortage in a second, but I was looking up some of these benefits of chickpeas or garbanzo beans, and so first off, you can make it into hummus, and if you haven't seen that Adam Sandler movie, it gives you superpowers, okay? Look, first off, don't take any of this as financial advice, prepping advice, but there is some really good information in here, all joking aside, right? Because, you know, preparing for the apocalypse should be a little fun. Let's be honest. Oh, gosh. Anything you do to keep smiling. Here we go. Packed with nutrients. Chickpeas boast an impressive nutritional profile. They don't help you read though better, just so you know. I've been eating chickpeas lately and I'm still reading badly. They contain a moderate number of calories, providing 269 per cup. So that's a good thing, right? Lots of protein in them. That's all good. It says it keeps you feeling full. All right, that's a really good solid thing when you're getting ready for literally serious food shortages. And please don't. There's going to probably be one or two people. You shouldn't be laughing. This is not a laughing matter. Well, it isn't a laughing matter. But be honest with you, I'm always looking at the positive side of things. And so when other people are just stressed out and can't buy food, we're going to try and help them all. We're going to try and share all this stuff. That's why I've been making probably 3 videos a day for a year and a half, trying to prepare people for this. But in the end, we're also going to have lots of opportunities because people are selling off all of their fancy stuff that they shouldn't have bought in the first place because they couldn't afford it. This is a financial channel, by the way, but I'm not a financial advisor. We're going to go take advantage, or we're going to go, we're going to buy stuff, right? But in the first thing, the most important thing that you could do right now is is to be prepared with food, okay? It's one thing to go out there and crush it in the real estate market and, you know, exotic cars and whatever you guys want to do, but it's another thing to not be able to eat and then not just literally lose your mind, because that's what people do. They lose their minds. Rich in plant protein, so that's very important. For all you vegetarians out there, I quite frankly am still going to be gnawing on part of a cow, but I will also have this to supplement, okay? And then 4, it may help manage your weight. Well, I don't know if you noticed at Economic Ninja, but I could use a little bit of management myself. It's just I choose not to right now because then I'll just go fast during the apocalypse. All right, here we go. Now this is the story that I wanted to share with you right now. Hold on, let me pull off really quick here. I don't know if you're new to the channel, Ninja doesn't edit. All right, hummus supplies to dip as weather and Ukraine war cause a chickpea shortage. Now, I'm going to link this below, and I think this is very important because I've been warning about food shortages that are going to be coming, and I believe they're going to be hitting a fever pitch during this fall, right? For a myriad of reasons, one of which is the Ukraine conflict, which tends to be the boogeyman right now. A lot of governments like to use that as an excuse for their own issues. But also we have severe weather going on, and we have this fuel and energy crisis. So that is going to not only cause much higher prices, but I believe we're going to see shortages as well, especially as companies that right now currently make canned foods. I mean, it's one thing to have the food, right? It's another thing to actually have the material to make the can, the packaging. That's another thing that people are really taking for granted right now. We've seen some supply shortages recently, and I think they could get even worse simply because of the packaging, all right? Now it says right here, growers are warning of a global chickpea shortage, endangering supplies of hummus in a development that could have serious consequences for countries that rely on the pulses as an essential source of protein. Supplies of chickpeas could drop as much as 20% this year, according to the Global Pulse Confederation, as difficult weather conditions and the war in Ukraine hit production. So one thing I want to make sure everybody understands is that when it comes to food, and when you hear something like 20%, you're like, well, that's not that much. It's not like it's half. It's not like it's 3/4. Every time some of the food supply is taken away, there's still all the human beings on the earth that need to go eat, and they're gonna go find that food. And we've seen in the past, especially like the Arab Spring, or other uprisings like Turkey and Venezuela, when food costs hit 40% of the average income, it becomes very apparent that they are going to go out and hit the streets and start to riot. And I believe that you're going to see that happening, quite frankly. And that's why I think it's very important that you start to prepare now. Now, with that being said, again, I'm going to link this story below so you don't have to hear my horrible reading. You know, cans like this, they last years, and it's super easy to store. They stack easily. I want people to get that thinking in their minds right now, where there's still some sales out there. I know prices are more expensive today as they opposed to a couple years ago, but imagine this. If you don't go out this weekend and go get yourself some canned goods, what are the prices going to be like in 6 months when energy prices are exploding and we have more natural disasters, because we are running into not only hurricane season, all kinds of different seasons that we don't even want to talk about. But I mean, we're just a few more natural disasters away from some very serious, or quite possibly China moving into Taiwan, some very serious supply chain issues. So I encourage you today to go and get some food. Think about this logically, and I hope you guys all have a great day. All right, with that being said, the Economic Ninja is out.